Hi, so if you work for a school and you're interested in a full emotional literacy library for your children, then at Wild Hearts we send it in this little bag, so that's all you're having to store to make it accessible, and it just goes around everywhere. And inside you get all of our resources that are suitable for schools. So there is at the beginning a lot of information for adults to work through so that they know how to support children. Our kits are really simple and they're there for parents, staff, hospital workers, anyone can use them. However, when you're in a school and you're having to use them with so many different children and having to fit it into lessons and nurture groups, ELSA, there's a lot to consider. So we put this sort of booklet in there so that anybody can pick it up, and it talks a little bit about safeguarding as well. So yes, you get that, and then you get 14 of our kits. So this front one, well, in fact they're all pretty much the same layout. So you always have an adult guidance card, and then you have a child guidance card, and then you have a mixture of array of affirmations and creative prompts. Draw a backpack. What worries are you carrying? What could you leave behind today? Affirmations, let's have a little look. Draw the people who help you feel safe. So this kit is Still Loved, Still Me. That's for children with a parent in prison. They do need to know that the parent's in prison, really. I know that they don't always get told, but this might just bridge the gap between school and home to help the children learn a little bit more about what is really happening, because that can be hard to tell a child from home to school. So it's all about regulation after school and helping parents to make that transition. And again, you could use that in the setting. Paint Your Confidence. So this is to help children with their self-esteem and their resilience. Quite a fun kit. It can be used in a whole class environment. Two Homes, One Me. That's for children going through divorce. Remembering You. So this is a grief kit that you can use. And the benefit to all these kits is you can just take out what's important for the children on that particular day. They can have choice. It can be very child-led, and it's very gentle and beautiful so that the children enjoy using it, and hopefully the staff. You Matter Here. That's for siblings of a child who has illness or disability. Very good for wondering whether the children are getting all their needs met emotionally. I know that parents can sometimes worry about where they're at, whether they feel left out, if they've got everything that they want, and it gives them a safe place to be able to express themselves without judgment. Brave Little Hearts, that's a kit for children that are poorly or having to have hospital stays, and very much focuses on bravery and letting the body do its job. A lot of hospital kits are distraction kits, whereas this is more of a processing tool for them. Paint Your Worries Away, really good for anxiety, helping children meet their sort of progress or decide their own progress goals. So sometimes us adults can have an idea as to how we think that, let's start again. Sometimes as adults we have ideas as to where we think that a child should be focusing on to improve their confidence, but actually it needs to come from within. So letting the children set their own mini goals and asking them, what would this look like for you? What would you do on a brave day? What colours are you feeling today? It just helps them connect internally when they don't necessarily have the words. My Story, My Way. That's a kit for children who have been adopted or are in long-term foster care. Just helps them with their story in a unique way to their circumstances. And this is the thing with all these kits, you get a lot of representation, which I think is really important for children. And that's out there in books. You know, you can normally find something that will represent an aspect of their story, but what I like about these kits is it's very personalised. So when the child is doing their artwork, that is their feelings in there, and you can't replicate that in a book. It's very unique to them. So being me with friends in primary school, it's a tricky developmental stage where they're learning social cues. They're getting very sensitive to what other people are saying, so this helps them with boundaries, knowing what is a good friend, what to look for in a friend, and how to navigate relationships. And then I'm here with you. This is a kit for children that are being removed from school into social services care that day. It's available for free as a download for anybody who needs to use it. But when you buy the full school kit, you also get the printed cards, and that just helps a teacher and child, or a member of staff and child, to look through the kits and give a little card to foster carers about what the child likes and things that the child might be too embarrassed to say. And over the coming months, you'll be able to go on my website and my social media and see all of these kits in more detail, but this is a brief overview as to what we offer. New Beginnings Brave Me, so that helps with transitions such as starting school or new clubs or new classes. We've certainly used that in our house a lot recently. And Finding Calm is about co-regulation and how we support each other as adult to child relationships in regulation. So that is a very brief overview of some of the things we've got to offer. There are a few more as well, and there will be more over the coming years. We've got so many ideas that just keeps growing. What we found so far when we're speaking to schools or hospitals is that they've got endless imaginative ways as to how they can develop the creativity with these kits. So Lego therapy, sculpture, looking at modern day artists and how that might influence some of the older children, because they might not want to sit there colouring, but they may actually use the prompts in a way that expresses their feelings through abstract art. What else? Play-Doh. There's just, these kits literally sit there. They're an immediate resource. You don't need to wait years for specialist services, although they're not therapeutic. They're simply a tool to stand side by side the children that we're supporting and help them bring some of the feelings out that they may have, and that can shape us and guide us onto any future support if we need to. And in the meantime, it helps that connection and our children feel heard. So yes, a very brief overview of Wild Hearts, what we've got to offer, and I look forward to showing you so much more as the months go on. Thank you.